Hi guys, Kai here. I want to do a different type of video, which really isn't different for my channel because I started off just doing beauty videos and stuff like that, and now I'm I don't know what I want. I know that I like to talk, but not to people per se, so this is great. Just ranting to a camera. I love it. And today, I want to talk about this wonderful fact that is when movies cause an existential crisis. Dun dun dun. If you follow me on Snapchat, I posted about this. I watched this wonderful movie, also known as Final Destination 3. What? And I made the mistake of watching it before bed. So I started it at like midnight, and it's like 2 hours long, isn't it? I think so. No, it's 93 minutes. But so yeah, it was late when I finished. And all of the Final Destinations have done this to me. Like, I watch it, and then you start thinking about the inevitability of death. And the fact that there's nothing you can do to change it. And even if you do manage to fight it off for a little bit, it's gonna get you. And it's gonna be... you're gonna die no matter what. And I don't know. It just... when I have an existential crisis, I tend to go lay in the kitchen, but since it was like 2 in the morning, I couldn't. So I just settled with laying on my floor, which freaks my dog out, because he's like, "What are you doing?" And he just comes and he lays on me, and it's like, that's great. That's, yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Dexter. And now existential crises are horrible because you never know how long they're gonna last, or usually when I'm having one, I start to think about the fact that that is all I do, is I have existential crisis about everything. And so then I start to freak out about that. So my existential crisis goes from being that, I'm trying to not say existential crisis so much, now, coming from someone who suffers from severe panic disorder, an existential crisis is a lot easier for me because I'm not like, oh my god, it's just like life. And that whole oblivion thing, you know, just what even is oblivion? Movies that cause an existential crisis should come with a trigger warning. Caution, this movie can, maybe, or will cause you to have an existential crisis. So be warned. Don't watch it at night. Don't watch it when people are around. Because I'm sure if you have friends over and then you just go and lie on the floor for 4 hours, they're gonna be like,
yeah, no, we're leaving.
Yeah. Luckily though, my only friend suffers from them also. That's what you want in a friend. Someone who you can have an existential crisis with. Actually, it usually doesn't work like that. It'll be like, I'm having one, and then I talk to her about it, and then I cause her to have one. It's wonderful. I'm a great friend. She's gonna leave me. But, anywho, I wanted to talk about that. Like, I know it's not a big deal to have an existential crisis. All the Final Destination movies will cause you to question your existence, life, and what's the point of it all. Have fun with that. But and this is what's weird about me, when I start a series, I always feel the need to finish it, even if it does send me into a crisis mode. But I watched the first existential crisis. I think I've said it too much. I watched the first Final Destination with my brother-in-law, sister, nieces, everything like that. And, not really nieces, because that's not a movie for kids. But, everyone was making fun of me because I hadn't seen it, so like, they're like, okay, we're going to watch it, Kai. And we watched it, and I was just like, I'm in public, I can't do this. And then we started the second one, but luckily Catch Me If You Can was on at the same time, and my brother-in-law would have rather watched that, so. But they still flipped back and forth, and I was like, but didn't finish it. Now I'm just like, I need to know what happened. How do they die? And on Final Destination 3, it has this horrible thing where you get to choose the fate. So yeah, you'll be watching and you decide what happens to the characters. And I should have done that first, but I wanted to watch the movie first so I could see what actually happens, but I guess I really should have did that first. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this. I feel like it's a big deal. Hashtag movies that create an existential crisis should have a trigger warning. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to, and I will see all you guys in my next video. Bye!
You start thinking about that never been, when I have an existential crisis as, movies that cause existential crisis